I haven't done anything down here, any cell phone recordings for my YouTube channel in a long time. So I'm down here and I got this song that, this song is very well known. I'm just going to wing it. I might make mistakes on it. I haven't been practicing that much. I mean, I've been playing it a little bit up in the bedroom on the acoustic, and anyway, I'm used to that kind of thing. And I wanted to try out, I put new strings on my Martin. I went with, usually I was using Elixirs all the time. I was using the 80/20 bronze polyweb strings. I like them, they have a warm sound. But then, and occasionally I'd have Martins on them, on the guitar. It came with Martins, of course. I don't know, whatever was in 2010, some kind of a coated string. And they always put phosphor bronze strings on. I don't like phosphor bronze strings personally. I prefer the 80/20 bronze, and a lot of professionals do, and maybe some artists do too. I don't use, and I have nothing against this, but I don't particularly care for alternate tunings of any kind. Some people use drop D, that's fine. Steve Winwood did a performance of this on YouTube on just him and his acoustic, and obviously he was in drop D. And it was, I mean, Steve Winwood's a great guitar player. He's one of the principal writers of the song along with Eric Clapton. I don't know which one of them wrote the lyrics, but anyway, they wrote it in blind faith. And it's a neat little song. And I can't do a lot with it in acoustic because, because it was done with blind faith, and Eric Clapton did a lot of solo work on it in between the verses. There weren't a lot of verses written for this song. It's just pretty cut and dry, which sometimes that's the nicest thing in the world. You don't have to worry about lyrics. I learned so many songs that what happens is I got to go back over these songs and relearn them just to get the lyrics. The chords and the other parts are no problem for me, but anyway, so I got these new strings, and they're by Martin, and they're called retro strings, and they're Monel, I don't know how you pronounce it, but what it is, it's not a bronze wound string, typically. It is for acoustic guitars, and it's light 12 through 54, which is very typical of Martin. Some light strings go 12 through 53. The one thing they changed about it is that they took the B string, or the second string, instead of a 16, it's a 14, which gives a nice balance to it, I believe. And then I think they might have changed some of the other strings in between. Basically, though, it's 12 through 54. Has a very nice feel. They're not bronze colored anyway. It's a copper nickel compound. Copper and nickel. They look like electric guitar strings. And I remember in the past when I first started playing acoustic back in 69 or 70, I actually used, I used to just throw anything. Black Diamonds were in fact, Black Diamond came out a decade or so ago again for people who are putting on their acoustic guitars, because I read that article on Acoustic Guitar Player magazine. Anyway, I'm going on. Supposedly they're really nice. You put these guitar strings on your guitar if you don't want your strings, if you're not relying on your strings to develop the tone you want. Some guitars require a brighter string, and some like a mellower string. So you're changing strings or brand of strings and type of compounds to get a better tone of your guitar. But if you love the way your guitar sounds, which I do, this guitar sounds terrific. It tunes terrific. It's got a compensated bridge that even when I capo up, it's really good. And that's another lesson too in tuning that I do, that a lot of pros do, that they don't rely on the tuner all the time, all the way through each string. They'll just get in tune with one string, and then I'll tune the rest by ear. Same with my electric. And anyway, so supposedly they make your guitar sound just the way it's supposed to sound without adding or coloring it. And it really does. It just has a nice tone. They do warm up pretty quickly. They're not really that bright when they go on, but they do warm up, which that's what they're supposed to do. So let me grab my capo and do this song. The reason why professionals don't always use a tuner for every string on their guitar is because guitars, even the ones that have a very good saddle, where everything's in tune, it's compensated perfectly for going up the neck. Sometimes guitars, especially with different gauges of a string change, you have to it's almost like a piano. You have to temper tune it a tad. And sometimes the string has to go a tad flat. Otherwise, when you play a C chord, so you try to tune your guitar to the way where most all chords are going to sound good, just basically starting in the first position. And that's how, and that way when you move up the neck, you're going to be in pretty good tune. Anyway, this is Can't Find My Way Home. Come down off your throne, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting for so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and just ain't got the time. And I feel I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down off your throne, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting for so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and just ain't got the time. And I feel I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. And I feel I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. And I ain't done nothing wrong, no, and I can't find my way home. Well, I'm near the end and just ain't got the time. And I feel I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. I can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. And I ain't done nothing wrong, no, and I can't find my way home. And there's a short version of that song. Really, not a lot of lyrics in that, so without the guitar solos going all through it. But then when I pick up the electric, well, what is that going to be like? Let's see. I was reading this thing on the latest Guitar Player magazine. Tommy Manuel was on there. Just some tips. It's not just a whole interview, but just some tips on what he thinks guitar players would be beneficial. And it's interesting because, well, he one thing he's talking about doing, he said, although he writes his own songs, he says he's very interested in taking other people's songs and doing them instrumentally. And I'm starting to do that kind of a thing myself on my electric or my acoustic guitar. It's a cool idea because a lot of people, a lot of guitar solo people that don't sing, like Larry Carlton, who's a smooth jazz player, will do that. He does a lot of really good songs. That'll be interesting.